Okay, it's time to get started. All right, and one last thing, just to be ready. Here we go. In mod view and ready to get started. So, do you remember this game? I sure do. When I first played this, I was just a kid. And at the time, it actually did frighten me. I was very impressionable then. But also, it was the type of game that set you against a house full of seemingly hostile inhabitants, where you were on a rescue mission which had a timer, or at least that's what it felt like playing it. Having beaten the game several times with different strategies, I found that uh, this although this is technically a horror game, it does have elements of the genre. At heart, it's a comedy. It it does have like horror tropes in it, but the kind from B movies. This is a sort of game that doesn't take itself too seriously and wants you to have fun. So here we go.
Jeepers!
Okay, so saying Jeepers. Okay. So I need to actually select two other kids. Now, with this game, I usually go with a very particular party, but I want to see if it does that little cutscene thing if I wait long enough. It might do it, it might not. I have to give it a minute. I think it is a game version kind of thing. This might be too small a version to have it. Okay, I think I've waited long enough. It probably doesn't have that thing. Now I'll go over some of the kids here. Now, Sid and Razor both have the same skill. They're musicians. So when you go through the game, the strategy is the same with both of them. So it's really a matter of which one you want to play as. They both also have the exact same side skill, which I will show you in a playthrough, but it doesn't really help. But it does add entertainment value for some people. Definitely adds to the horror movie value of the game. Michael is a photographer. He's a very helpful guy to have in your party, too. Now, let me see. Wendy is an author. And similar to Michael, she does have a particular use in the game. Most of the kids you can pick have their own win condition. Bernard, for instance, is not only has a win condition, but he's also extremely useful to have around because he can help with other puzzles besides the one for his win, and thus he's great for enabling other party members to succeed. This is the first party I took through the game. Let's go. Did any of you guys see that movie? Four kids went into this strange house and, never mind. Yeah. Yeah. Now, if we go to the sign, let's give it a read. Yes, please. Okay. And okay, so it's a warning trespassers will be horribly mutilated. I remember there being another goofy whammy here, but it doesn't appear to exist in this version of the game. So we won't worry about that. Pick this up, please. All right, grab that key. All right, and while we're at it, pick up the bushes. Okay. Unlock door with key, please. All right. New kid. Okay, go to Bernard. Bring him in. Uh-huh. All right. Good enough. New kid. Michael. And what we'll do Since walk to, since this is part of his campaign, we'll walk over this way. Come on. Walk. Yeesh. I controls get like this. Okay, we want to leave him right there. And then new kid, Bernard, and get him into the house. Now, I guess the first thing we should do with Bernard is open this door. Open the door. Go in here. And then run. And pray that was enough, because we didn't get her attention, which could be mandatory. Yes, it is. Darn it. That's okay. Oh my goodness. Nurse Edna's funny. But at least we got rid of her, so that's a little more important. Okay, go and pick that up. Uh-huh. I guess I have to do that. Okay. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I remember these lines sending a chill through me as a kid. I really should be performing the lines. Maybe I will on the next run. This is so cheesy. But now we can start picking stuff up. One of my favorite items, the chainsaw. Okay, open the fridge. Okay, so pick this stuff up. No, we don't want the cheese. We do want the lettuce though. Pick up can of Pepsi, bottles of ketchup. Okay. Weird Ed can have the cheese. All right, so we'll pick these up. Pick up the week-old roast. Open. Yup. I. This was a very different time in gaming. Games are a lot quieter these days, or in these particular days. I mean, like if you were playing them on a computer, they were. On a console, probably that was less of an issue. So right now I just want to gather as much stuff before freeing Bernard. Tentacle Chow is probably the item that I'll be using in a few minutes. So let me see. Open this. Okay, we can open that, but I'd rather let Bernard do it. By the way, the 20 years ago today, because this was a game in the 80s, I'm going to say that it probably references something like 1965. Okay, now this is the tough part because I don't remember where the light is. Okay, let me see if what is... Wait. Okay, turn on lamp. There we go. That puzzle is solved. Now there's a sneaky little spot here. If I go here and here, we get a nifty little cassette tape. That'll be even more important later on, but the use we have for it in this campaign is quite simple. Bit of advice though regarding that chandelier. It's perfectly safe right now, but there's a puzzle we're going to need to go through that will break it. I advise never putting a kid underneath that chandelier and parking them there for any reason. Don't do it. It does not end well if someone triggers the puzzle. Okay, so I will pick this up. Pick up this. I don't think the paintbrush is used for anything. All right, now. Okay, gonna save the game. Yeah, because right now I'm going to show you something that I advise against doing. Push button. No. Is there a button here? Okay. All right. So that. Okay. What if I click what is? Oh, okay. That must not be a thing here. Good. That's actually very good. That's excellent. That is awesome. That is top tier because what that did in the other version of this game that I played didn't end well. But it is fun to see it. I will say that. You can't pass until you feed me, huh? Okay. Let me see. Oh, what do I have? Okay. So let's give Turkey to green tentacle. More food. Okay. Well, we'll give him the week-old roast. He wants more. Okay. Give canned goods too. Green tentacle. Wow. Wow, are you ever greedy? All right. Give lettuce. Green tentacle. And finally, the piece de resistance. Give tentacle chow. Green tentacle. Oh, wow. He really wants that. Okay, I know it'll satisfy him. I thought the tentacle chow was enough. It is not enough. There is only one item which will work for our hungry tentacle friend. And it is this. A bowl of wax fruit. Yeah, there. The logic of why this works is kind of out there as far as I'm concerned. His favorite food is a stand-in for fruit that isn't even edible. Okay, this old record, it's of no use to us today, but it will become useful later. Let me see. I'm curious about something here. Yeah. That is our musician's tool right there. And, uh-oh. Weird Ed may be deranged, but he's one of the most sane people in the house. He realizes something's wrong and wants to do something about it. There you go, buddy. Yeah. Okay, so in order to get past you, I've got to give you something to drink. Well, I don't want to give you the Pepsi because I need that. So take this instead. There we go. And that satisfies. All right, so this room we need to light up for Michael. So I need to find the light in here. There's a red light somewhere in here. I think that's what it's called. Oh, okay, turn it on, please. There we go. Now the area is accessible to Michael. Yeah, that's not disturbing at all. Okay, so this is Dr. Fred's room. We find in here a dime on the floor. That is helpful. Read this. Okay, so I think that's 3 111. That's fine. All right. Okay. We will help him get his band started in another adventure. Mm-mm. Eating food usually doesn't help with that sort of thing, though, GT. I speak from experience. It'd be awesome if it did cure it, but it doesn't. I know that yellow key is important, but I can't remember off the top of my head what it's for. So we'll find out. Okay, so I'll just open the Nor here, past Edna and Ed's room. Okay, I do need this, but it's more useful if Bernard does this, so. But this is an upgrade. It gives you the skill to open the grating and the garage. You know what? It just so that I have the option if I need it. Now, don't do this more than once. There we go. We'll upgrade all the characters with that so that they all get the strength necessary so that, if things do turn out that we need a particular person to do a particular thing, they'll be ready. And this is our buddy dead cousin Ted. We need to get him to move out of the way because he's not actually dead, but we'll get that worked out. Got quite a bit done so far, actually. All right, open the Nor. Going in. That little snippy flower is the house's man-eating plant. Use paint remover on paint blotch. There we go. Open the Nor. All right. What is light? Turn on. Okay, so we're getting the rooms all prepared. Now there's a particular event we need to wait for. When it happens, I need to switch over to Michael. But you know what? While I'm waiting for that event, I may as well walk over this way. And that's the event. Okay. New kid. New kid. Michael. Pick up. Okay. Open. Package. Okay, perfect. All right, we're done here. So we're going to give the package to Weird Ed. Oh, the door is locked. Okay. New kid. Dave. All right, so we kind of annoyed Ed. If I interrupt Ed, this will be a fine mess because I won't be able to do anything about it. But there's really no reason to be afraid of it because it's actually not easy to get killed in this game. It's something you actually have to do on purpose or make a serious error in judgment. All right, so here's the way it goes. So I take the cassette tape I picked up, pop it into the cassette recorder. I use the record on here, and we turn on Victrola. Turn on cassette recorder. Then we turn them both off. And then take the tape back. And go back here. Now I'm about to show you why you don't do what I said not to do here. So with that in mind, I'm going to save the game. Yes. So we'll put the cassette tape in here. And new kid, Michael, and scoot him over here. And before I do this, I'm going to actually just save the game here. Yep. And And then I'm going to go new kid, Dave. Turn on cassette player. Well, well, well. Apparently that doesn't work the way I thought it did. You know what? I'm not going to complain. Must have been standing just outside the hitbox, or the game doesn't work that way anymore. It doesn't matter. What matters is we get this back. The old rusty key. We no longer need. Okay, I can turn that off. Lucky to be alive, Michael. Lucky to be alive. Okay, one of these gargoyles will do it. So what if I push this one? Yep. New kid, Dave. So now we're free to go down here. What is... All right, turn it on. Now we can see what we're doing. Okay, and grab this key. This is also important. And open the door. Okay, so we're going to need that at a later point. So use old rusty key, door. And new kid, Bernard. And you're free to go, Bernard. Now, new kid, Michael. We need to go up. We need to give him the skill update too. He might need it, he might not. It depends. It's just a time saver if they all know it. And going over here, doo-dee-doo. So it's in this room, and we'll use this. Yep. Now, as much as I would like to make Weird Ed friendly right away, that actually doesn't help us immediately. So I am going to switch back over to Dave. Get him into position. Switch to Bernard too, as I need to upgrade, give him the skill update too. But there's also an item he needs. All right. Now, if I do this, new kid, Dave, I can give him the things I think he'll need. He'll need the flashlight. He'll need the dime. Yeah, he's going to need the can of Pepsi. And we need to give him the yellow key. And give him the silver key. Okay, now we can switch back to Bernard and give him the skill update. This is a really chill game. Okay. Use. Okay, so just go over to Dave. And I'm going to take him upstairs and sort of sacrifice him to Weird Ed. So that's Edna's room. So this should be Ed's. So we open the door. And we go in here. Switch to Michael. And wait for the cutscene. I guess I have to wait till... Fine. Alright, if that's the way it is, open piggy bank. Okay, now I gotta hurry back. New kid. Michael. Go. Go. Go! Pick up. Hamster. Pick up. Card key. Pick up. You know what? That's okay. I can let him take me to the dungeon. This was easier to do on the computer. But as it stands, I've got to be more patient with it. Okay, so we switch over to Dave. And just use the key and door. And new kid, Michael. Oh, I have to basically go here. Dave. Use address the key in door. New kid, Michael. All right. So I need to go back upstairs. Get in position. Because those dimes are kind of important to our progress. So need to go here. Stay put. New kid. Dave. We need Weird Ed to be hostile for a little bit. But only for a little bit. There's another event coming up that we're not going to be able to take advantage of. It's cool, but it's also not an essential thing. So it's not that big of a deal. So what we'll do is we'll head over here, go to the door, open it up, and walk in. All right, go to dime. Okay. Okay. Switch. New kid, Michael. Okay, go through the door. All right, pick up, dime, pick up, dime, pick up, dime. No, pick up, dime. All right, now we're ready to give the package to Weird Ed. All right, and oh, yeah. Let me see here. Oh, speaking of your hamster, I can give that back to you now. I don't need that with me. Okay, so we've helped Weird Ed with this part. So the next thing I need to do, give the dimes to Bernard. The stamps are actually not necessary at all. There is a prank you can pull with them, but unless you're playing in a campaign that involves creating something like the music or what have you, you don't need to worry about the stamps. Now, new kid, Dave. Okay, so use key in door. Okay. We're out of here. Okay. Now I gotta actually hand over some items. Bernard will need the glass jar. For a few puzzles, actually. And Dave will need the purple card key. I almost always finish the game as Dave, so he tends to be the guy who gets most of my keys. Unless, of course, you have situations like with Bernard where the keys are needed for a particular thing. Okay, so we'll switch over. New kid. Actually, before I do that, okay, just give glass jar to Bernard. Give sponge to Michael. That should be it. I don't think we need to actually... No, don't need to pass anything else. Let's switch to Michael. Give card key to Dave. And that should be just about it. So I'll get Dave to where I need him to be. Because he doesn't really have any notable skill. So just putting him in position to end the game makes the most sense to me. You know what? Sure. There's a faster way to do it, and plus it's actually a lot more helpful to do it this way. Okay, let me go to new kid, Michael. Yeah, he's the one I want there. Dave. Okay, so we'll switch over here. Open the door. Okay. Okay, so we go here. Okay. Pick it up and go up here. Oh no, oh no. Oh boy. Does she follow us to here? She does not. All right, what is... Okay, good. What? There we go. Light and turn on light. Okay, good. So open this. Okay, so new kid, Bernard. So for his part, what Bernard needs to do is go over here. Okay, now I can use the Pepsi on it now. That'll calm that little guy down because we're going to use him in a bit. but it's not safe to do that while he's, in such an aggressive state. You get nowhere. So, continuing on. All right. Ooh. Okay. So we go this way. Actually, no, there's one other thing I want to grab. There it is. This item only this item here only appears when you have Michael in the group and when you've befriended Weird Ed. We'll be giving that to Michael a bit later. Okay, so we need to grab this. Yeah, perfect. Yes, I meant for that to happen. I know it doesn't look like I meant for it to happen, but yes, I did. Okay, we'll open this. We'll deal with the swimming pool in a minute. Open this. Now, it's very, very important to open the trunk. If you use it on one of the weird controls there, what'll happen is this particular car will launch to the moon and you will not get it back. Ever. So you do not want to launch this thing. Not until you're ready to launch it. There is a point where it's a good idea. It's definitely got its uses for that. It's just those uses are not right now. Okay, so we got a jar of water. Of course, what the game doesn't tell us is that it's a jar of radioactive water. A jar that has a very specific use. No. Oh, yeah, I may as well, actually. Okay, just use this. This is optional. We already got past her, but it doesn't hurt to do this. So that's fixed. We don't need to bother Dead Cousin Ted. We'll just go in here and finish this particular puzzle. Man-eating plant. This is probably one of the most dangerous puzzle solutions you'll see in a adventure game, but I'm going to do it anyway. So for this part, I'm going to save the game because I don't quite remember. Which way we're supposed to do this. So I am going to. Oh. Yeah, this is so cheesy. Yeah, that scene used to scare me as a kid. So I use this. No, coin slot. And then I push the right button. And push use dime in. Okay, now if I remember right, that should be enough. 3, 6, 2, 1. There you go. So we go here, new kid, Michael. And we pick up sealed envelope. The sealed envelope is actually quite useful. I wonder if there's anything written on it. It's a blank envelope. Okay. Uh, it's useful in a few other puzzles, but we actually don't need it for any particular puzzle. I could have just skipped this. It's completely optional, but I'm going to open it anyway. No, I'm wrong. There is one place, one in particular that I can think of where this is actually of use. But with that in mind, we have a ripped envelope and there was a quarter in it. Now we could use a particular method of getting past Edna, but I don't think it's necessary. I think I've got what I need from this. Yeah, you can take me to the dungeon, Edna. I don't mind. The line is ridiculous. Okay. So there's nothing I can think of that's on his person that I need to give to Dave. I'll switch over to Dave a second and see if he has anything. No. No. So we'll just use the old rusty key on the door. Switch over to Michael. And head on over. Okay, now, new kid, Bernard. Okay, Bernard's done here. We don't need the dimes or anything else. But he does need to hand that film over. Easiest way to do that is by letting Edna take him there. So, and we will basically, new kid, Dave, old rusty key, and 4. Bernard, and we are done here. All right. Okay, so we'll give the undeveloped film to Michael so that he's all prepped up. And let me see, what else can we do with Bernard? There's a couple of places to use the tools, but for now we'll just open this up. Pick up the radio tube. And go up here. Here. And there. Okay. Oh, right. I have to go to Fred's room first. Okay, so Fred Edison's room has a broken radio, so we'll fix it with the radio tube. Okay, use radio tube and tube socket. Okay, there we go. So that radio is all set. Anybody can use it. But there is another place where we need Bernard to be. But now that I think of it, okay, I actually can't take advantage of this cutscene. Ordinarily, what I do with this is I'd have Bernard ready with the tools in the other room, but I need batteries for that, and for batteries, I have to do a little bit more or legwork. So I'm going to have to be patient with it. But yeah, you can take advantage of that cutscene to actually save yourself from having to set events up. It just depends on how quickly you get your characters ready for things. A speedrunner would have that set up no problem. Anyway, going here. All right, so I go here, and I need to actually walk right to this point and stop. New kid, Michael. The lights are going to go out. Yeah, that is not a problem. And this is why we had the sponge. So use sponge and puddle of developer. Over here is an important little puzzle piece. So we're going to open this water valve. What I'm about to do is very dangerous, so I advise saving the game first. Yep. So open water valve, new kit. Okay. Pick up. Poor Dr. Fred. I know how you feel, buddy. I know how you feel. This guy is so funny. Okay. Get out of here. All right. And okay. 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 Go. All right. New kid. Michael. Close. Oh. All right. Okay, so we managed to do that without blowing up the house. I'll call that a win. Open radio. Use batteries and flashlight. Okay, good. So we now have use out of the radio. Now the glowing key has its importance to the story too. In order walk 2. In order to get use out of it though, new kid, Michael. I didn't think this area was lit that way. Huh. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay. Okay, there we go. And just scoot along over. Okay. New kid. Dave. And use old rusty key and door. New kid. Bernard. And we're going to give glowing key. And we're going to leave here. And new kid Dave. Use old rusty key. Door. Alright. Want to leave there. Use old rusty key and door. Okay. New kid. Bernard. Yeah, unfortunately we can't take advantage of this. It's going to be the lights on it shortly. Alright. Okay. So alright. Okay, he gave us enough time. Alright, well, if that's the case, then that's the case. I'll take it. And new kid, Michael. I guess I can go up the stairs. Steel security door. We're okay to go this way. Go here. Yeah, they gave us tons of time for this. Okay, what is... There we go. Yeah, I was not expecting this much time. But Fred, I suppose, has a way of actually doing that without risking blowing up the house. Whenever I do it, that's exactly what can go wrong. Okay, now I'm just gonna switch back over to Dave. Uh, hmm. Let's try turn on fuse box. Okay. Well, that's neither here nor there. If that's not going to work, it's not going to work. Okay, so trying to think. Oh, yes. I need to get him over here. And we'll read that in a minute. New kid, Michael. Okay. Use undeveloped film with the tray of developer. Okay. Now, let me see. Do I have the quarter? I do. All right. Okay. And I also have the small key. Ooh, this will work out rather nicely. Okay, so I go here. Now, if I recall correctly, just switch over to Dave. Okay, so use glowing key in. Okay, use open door. Open door. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, that's not the code. All right, I need to step back then. New kid, Michael. Okay, use small key in and use all right, so okay, there's no Dr. Fred score yet, so I actually need to wait right here, as in the absence of that, there doesn't seem to be a code. Unless I go here and try one more time. What if I do this? No. No, it's locked pretty tight. So I cannot activate either solution until Dr. Fred plays that game. I'm going to move Michael out of there in case his presence messes with that RNG. If the number cannot come up while he's there. And just to be extra sure, I'll go in here and okay, turn that on. And just step over here and wait. Everything I need to resolve this is in place. I just need to watch for him to play the game and then play it. So with that in mind, I go over here, use quarter coin box. Okay, so it's 5858. And that'll pretty much do it. We've done due diligence here. So, new kid, Dave. Okay. Open door. 5858. Okay, so we'll step back because we just need the door to be open. New kid, Bernard. Okay, so read this, Bernard. Okay, so let me see. Use. Okay. Turn on. Okay, so I think it's either 3 111 or 9 111 by the looks of it. I'll try 3 first. Nope. Okay. Let's try 9 111. Ah, yeah. And that should take care of part of the problem. So we switch over to Michael. Pick up. Okay, so we're actually done here. A friend is calling me. All right. One of the best things about friends is that they understand when you're busy streaming and you can actually get things done and call them back. Okay, where is it? Here it is. So I give Prince to Weird Ed. Okay. So we'll let the other event happen first. Edna will not interfere, so I'll use her to get down there quickly. There is a way to get out of here that requires you to switch between kids quickly. There's a mechanism in this room that'll open the door. I don't recommend doing it in this version of the game though, because of the fact that it worked best when you could just hit a button and switch kids. Okay, I'm actually just going to go over here and use old rusty key on the door. New kid. Michael. Michael, you can step outside. And go to what is light switch? Turn it on. There we go. Okay, so we're done here. All right, so just head over here. Uh-huh. Let's try to pick it up. I can't remember if it actually works. Okay. Read skeleton. Use a silly statement. I wonder if I know him. Nice. There's not a whole lot you can do at this particular point. Not with both events. You just have to be patient with the meteor police. We won't have to be with Ed though. Ed just shows up. You'll see what I mean. Uh-huh. Oh, there he is. So he left us a badge. And that takes care of that. May as well pick up the badge anyway. We're not going to need it though. But should Ed not show up, it'll be our way of solving it. Okay. So Ed didn't show up. That could be a timing issue. Never happened to me before, but I have not played this game in quite some time. Not this version anyway, so before Fred can change the locks, 5, 8. All right. So this time we're not going to rely on Ed at all. Purple Tentacle is full of it. Yeah, he's definitely showing his bad guy colors there. If you had any reason to doubt he was bad, that is. He hasn't given us any reason to doubt it. Ah. All right, so use card key in. There we go. Oh man, I love this game. Yeah, I will come back for another round of this tomorrow with a different party. Uh, I do want to show you what happens though when Weird Ed shows up, but we can do that another day. All right, let's see now. It was a really quiet stream. Who should I raid? You know what? Let me see. Who's here? Who's available on my list? Let me see. Cosmo's probably just about done. So I won't rate him. Not sure how long Jack's been on for. No, I'd say either Kitsune or Killa. I'll drop in on Kitsune actually. Trying to remember now. It's easier if I do it this way. Uh-huh. All right. Search. Perfect. All right. Okay, so I can turn off the mute.